Hey you guys, sorry I haven't loaded anything in a while. I have decided to tell you guys, like, read a poem that I have wrote. I'm sorry, my hair's all, like, crazy right now. It's greasy. Used too much conditioner last night. But, it's called My Life's Dream. Okay, so here we go. To live in a castle with nothing to do might sound nice to someone like you, but I would get lazy and might become crazy from being lonely and bored. To live in a small cottage in a forest full of life, next to a waterfall, would be the perfect place for me. Some like to be rich with the handsome prince, but I would like to have just enough, and a man whom I love. But on children people vary. I would like to have twins, 2 girls that are merry, one named Amethyst, one Charity, and a boy named Josie. Domesticated animals are such a bore. I believe I would like to have the animals of the forest, my friends. We will not kill for their meat, for that is cruel and mean. We will only eat plants, for that is more docile, and always give thanks for nature's gifts. My life will be magical in its own little way, and all of these I hope will be true when I turn 32. It's just this, little thing that I've decided to, do for a project type thing. And, also, I will be reading another story. Get it. Sorry about that, guys. Oh. Okay. This is a story I wrote on one of my dreams that I've had. Like, as in I'm asleep and dreaming. It's a bit weird. It was a bloody battle, so difficult to know what was your blood and what was the Canoramics. It was 10 minutes in when I saw him. My love. Of course, he wasn't my love until later on. He had short, cropped blonde hair, startling blue eyes, and strawberry lips. He had a rather sexy body, and for a weapon he preferred a spear, like me. I had no idea that he had been raised by the Canoramics, but when he started to attack, I fought back. There were 2 stages. I won, he won one. That was when he became prisoner. After I had him prisoner, he spoke. My name is Sean. I surrender and wish to be taught by Lenahaw Academy, he said confidently. I was startled beyond belief. He wanted to go to my school. I looked deeply into his eyes and read him. He meant it. I brought him up to the Commander General and said, "We have an escapee, sir." "Bring him behind the lines, Lieutenant." "Yes, sir." "All right, students, turn off your screens. Battle over," Commander General said in a gruff voice. "Sir, yes, sir." The class replied, "Well done, Corden. You did well in commanding your class. Promoted to class commander." Commander General said to me, "Thank you, sir. I will not fail you," I replied. "Oh, by the way, Corden, the escapee you are holding is now a part of your class," he said unexpectedly. "Sir, yes, sir," I replied, shocked. "You see, I go to Lenahaw Academy. We are training to be soldiers, to fight the Canoramics. We have just went through a graphics program. This prisoner here was part of another class. They were playing as the Canoramics. I was playing, well, me. As I walked back to the class bunker, I questioned the new recruit. "What is your name, cadet?" "Cadet Sean Jacks, Commander, man." As soon as I walked through the door to the bunker, I started giving commands. "Myrtle, take my bunk." "Promoted to sergeant." Jax, take Myrtle's bunk, I ordered while packing my stuff and moving into the class commander's private bunk. My new bunk was small, but closed off from the rest of the class. After I had settled, I walked out of the bunk. Attention! At ease. As you must have figured out by now, I have been promoted to class commander. Schedule will be the same. Now get some sleep. Training begins at 0800 hours. Ma'am, yes, ma'am. After that, I went to bed. Okay, now this is the next part. Jax, I will be training you personally. Yes, ma'am. We were in the training area. As Jax walked over, I was planning our next battle test. Okay, Jax, for the first few weeks you will be learning primarily about Canoramics. What do you know about them already? I know that they are evil and steal small children in the hopes that they can turn the child into one of them. I know that their only weaknesses are that they cannot resist a female with AB negative blood. They are basically vampires, and that if you go through their helmets and push up on their nose, they will die instantly. A magic tip spear and stake are the best weapons against them, and they only go out at night, and you can see them because they glow ultraviolet. Commander Man. Okay, let's skip the Canoramics lesson. Oh, and please, call me Patience. Okay, Patience. After the next few weeks, I came to love him. Over the next few months, I promoted him to assistant commander. Over the next 2 years, both of us were a two-man group and won many battles together. We became 4-star generals. We were sharing a bunk, among other things. Many people said we were dating, but it was much more than that. It was 4 years after I first met him. He was strange and Russian. He called me his Rose, and sometimes he called me Rosa, which was Russian. I was 18, he was 19. It was a week before we were set free from the army when he asked, Rosa, will you come with me? You know, to live with me and meet my family. I was shocked and happy. Shocked because it was unexpected, and happy because I was an orphan child and had nowhere else to go. I smiled and replied, Of course, my love. Why would I not? You mean your family wouldn't mind? My parents and family had always been a touchy subject, because I had none. And for some reason, I had failed to tell them. I remained silent. What is wrong, Rosa? Are you all right? I started to cry. I don't have any, I squealed in between sobs. Oh, Rosa, it's all right. I'm sorry, dear, he crooned, kissing me. After a while, I calmed down. What is your family like? I asked. They are the best, he replied, brushing my short, dirty blonde hair away from my bright blue eyes. I'm sure they will love you. You promise? I swear on my life. At that, I fell asleep in his arms. We were sent home in a private military-authorized jet. When I got off the plane, I was bombarded by Sean's family. Oh, you are quite beautiful. Oh yes, you'll do nicely for us, Sean, and a bunch of other phrases in Russian. Then everything went silent. The crowd parted and an older woman walked up. Hello, you must be Rose. I am Sean's grandma. You may call me Olivia, or Gran. We drove to Sean's house in a stylish black limo. It was fitting, for we were the world's heroes. When we walked through the front doors, the house was dark. Sean turned on the light and the house was empty. Thought we could have some privacy, he answered to my questioning look. Stay here for a minute, he said suddenly. He walked upstairs and I could hear him rummaging around. Rosa, close your eyes, he hollered. I obeyed. I heard him walk down the stairs towards me. He stopped right in front of me. Open your eyes, my dear. I opened my eyes, and he was kneeling in front of me with a small black case in his hands. When he opened the case, I gasped. There was a giant diamond ring. Patience, he then poured in, will you do me the honor of marrying me? He whispered. My eyes teared up, and I started to sob. Of course, I replied, and he put the ring on my finger and took me in his arms and kissed me. Okay, this gets to the explicit part. Okay. The kiss was slow at first and built up in intensity. He led me up the stairs into a large room with a large king-size bed. He led me to the bed, gently kissing me, pulling off my shirt and my underclothes. I pulling off his clothes. Soon, we were lying on the bed. That was when I lost my virginity. Over the next few weeks, I met his large, close, and extended family. He met the newest members of his family. We were happy, happier than we ever had been. But I broke that record in the week that followed meeting his family. I was in the bathroom. When I thought of how long we had been here, I counted the days in my head again. 5 weeks. 5 weeks he had been here. 5 weeks. "Sean," I cried, scared but excited. He came running through and burst open the bathroom door. "What is it? What's wrong?" "Nothing," I giggled. "Everything is perfect. Then what do you need me for?" "I have some amazing news." I smiled, my hands dropping towards my stomach. He followed my hands, still not understanding. "We have been here for 5 weeks. My last monthly was 6 weeks ago," I prompted. Oh my. "You're going to be a father," I whispered. And trust me, none of this really happened, okay? It's just a story. 3 months later, after our marriage, we got the call. "Mr. and Miss Jax, we need you again. There has been a group of Canoramics killing entire civilizations. We know where their headquarters is, but it's very, very difficult to surprise them. Oh, and Miss Jax, congratulations. Neither of you will need to go on the field. We just need you here to strategize a plan. A chopper will be at your residence in 3 hours. See you soon." We packed quickly, packing only our military uniforms. I was surprised the uniforms still fit me. It was 3 p.m. when the chopper arrived. It was 6 p.m. when we arrived at base. Everyone gave me presents for their baby. And that's whenever I woke up. No, just to remind you, that was just a dream. None of it actually happened. I know it is a bit explicit, but that's just how it is. Well, that's all for right now. I'll upload more later. Happy Thanksgiving, and eat a lot of food. Subscribe and like below and comment on what you want me to do next.